Let's talk about Ghost in the Shell, the trailer, right? AKA, why isn't my favorite Asian starring in this movie, all right? So, everybody kept on talking about how this movie was just going to kind of be a disaster because Scarlett Johansson just happens to be white. And after watching the trailer, I gotta be honest, the trailer didn't look that bad. It honestly kind of looked like a mess between like Blade Runner and a little bit of Total Recall, the reboot version. Hell, it even reminded me. The cool thing I liked about the trailer was I liked the technology of the robots just beginning like that kind of like kabuki type of like robot at like the very beginning where she's like crawling like a spider. That was actually quite cool. The technology they're using for the robots kind of reminded me of like Binary Domain. If you ever played the game Binary Domain. But for a visual standpoint, this movie looks like it's on point. And I think what I liked about this trailer just to begin was that it has a very Japanese type of feel to it. And obviously the anime, whatever it may be, and I never watched the anime or whatever. But judging from the trailer, it has a very Japanese kind of like international feel to it. It doesn't feel like a big budgeted blockbuster film, and I guess that's kind of cool to begin with. I think overall, if they can touch upon how how well the actual anime is, then that's great. But some things obviously may get lost in translation, and they might not translate well to a American audience. But one thing I am hoping that this movie does not actually have is an Aeon Flux vibe, and I don't think it will. But Aeon Flux was another anime, I believe, that just kind of flopped, and it was just kind of boring. I don't think this is going to be a similar case, but stranger things have kind of happened. But just to begin with, but overall, maybe I wasn't the only guy also, but like when Scarlett Johansson took off the damn jacket at the very beginning, I was just like, they just literally put her nude in this thing with a complete wetsuit. I haven't seen this tight of a suit look this hot since probably Kate Beckinsale in Underworld. But overall, I thought this actually looked pretty good. I liked the music and the thing, and like I said, the visual style of this shit is pretty much on point. Whether you want to admit it or not, you can still cry about it not being Asian, but let's be real here, the movie's coming out no matter what. But then that's just my thought. Overall, this was a pretty cool trailer that seemed like they have a lot of cool world building here and a lot of cool robot technologies that they're kind of putting on screen, and that should be cool. But then again, this movie also could flop because it might be too weird and too strange. It's strange, this trailer, but it's very intriguing at the same time. Something that you want to go see, and it might fuck with your mind. I've never seen anime, but if you did, let me know what it's about.